This is Rabit, and this is Fact TV. It's South by Southwest. I live in Houston. I've been down here for like 10 years. So, yeah, it's kind of changed my sound a little bit. I wouldn't say changed it, but kind of added to it, added different dimensions. I knew what screw music was, obviously before I moved here. I knew about a lot of rap from the South, like Memphis. A lot of rap music was big for me when I was a teenager. And so coming here, kind of getting acclimated to what people listen to, and learning a little more about the history, and kind of just added it in to what I already had going on. I listened to a lot of different music coming from the UK, like when I was first coming up and going to parties, but it was mostly jungle, and so I never really, I wasn't too much into grime then. Like, I knew it existed, but I was more into like jungle breaks, the jungle scene essentially, or D&B, whatever. So I think around the time when I started, there was kind of the scene brewing, kind of with Key Sound and a lot of the artists that were doing things with that. I started linking up with Logos, a bunch of guys, and for the past few years, I had been, kind of digging around, listening to stuff, and it was kind of just a matter of listening to all these different things, and that's what it came out, When I went over, to the UK in the fall, there, everyone that I met, like, it wasn't this kind of big thing, like, oh, like, you're from the States, so, how did that happen? And, it wasn't political at all. It was all based on music. And because I have, been dealing with a lot of guys for, a good year or two or more before I went over there, we kind of already had relationships. So it was like, boom, really nothing to it. There's a lot of different artists doing their own sound, and, it's really cool when people get recognized, but when it's part of a scene, it's almost like everyone's homogenized and thrown into this one group. It can be necessary to kind of show to other people who don't know what's going on, like, this is this new sound, but at the same time, there's a lot of individual sounding artists, as well, that are really good. A lot of people that are really catching like a lot of hype, they've only been making these kind of tracks for like a year, or something like that. And so I think a lot of guys themselves don't even really know like what they, want to sound like or want to put out. So I really think everyone's just developing their sound, and it's a good thing. See what happens with it,